A 2K employee named TP Got Game tweeted out a picture of a t-shirt that says Visual 2K24 Dev Team, and he said talk soon ... Ladies and gentlemen, NBA 2K24 news is finally here. Drop a like if you're excited. Anyway, Jayson Tatum may have revealed the cover of NBA 2K24. On Snapchat, he posted an art picture with him and Kobe on it. So is that what it's going to be? I'm not sure. Now, I'm not one of those people who's like, this person has to be on the cover of the game. Except for 2K23, it's got to be Michael Jordan, right? 2K24, got to be Kobe. Now, I don't want to be disrespectful. You guys let me know if I'm tripping in the comment section or not, but I do not think that Jayson Tatum should be on the cover side by side with Kobe. I mean, if Jayson Tatum gets a ring or something, sure, put him on the cover, but in this particular year, I don't think that he should be side by side with Kobe. No disrespect to Celtics fans. Now, Power went to Twitter and he said, I would expect the 2K24 cover and cover trailer to be released next Friday, July 7th. Last year, it was released at the beginning of the NBA 2K23 Summer League. The 2K24 Summer League starts July 7th. So last year, I've already went back and looked so many times so I can make sure I give you guys accurate information. They dropped the gameplay trailer on July 5th. Now, of course, y'all already know how this is gonna go. It's not our first rodeo. A pound of sweat per player, no less. It's a gameplay cinematic trailer. Not necessarily the gameplay people want, like park gameplay, but it is going to be some sort of gameplay for 2K24. That will probably be coming this week. I would say it's a 99% chance we start getting stuff like that within this week or next week. Okay, so anyway, in the next thing, I wanted to tell you guys something that was extremely overlooked. I couldn't believe that almost nobody seen this. So for a long time, people have been like, why is there not girls in the park? There should be girls in the park, you know, bringing up the question if there should be girls in the park, because NBA Live does do it pretty good aside from the glitch where the girls can dunk and stuff. But these are from 2K employees that are high up. Okay, so Corey SA, who doesn't work for 2K anymore, said, how about women in the city? I think it's only fair since there are tigers and skeletons. And Scott Peitlich, sorry Scott, I don't know how to say it, he said that would require policy changes, not code changes. Sadly, that's like the end boss of quote unquote change. So these are one former really big high up 2K employee and a very high up 2K employee finally giving us some sort of insight on what 2K has to do. It is literally the in-game boss of change, he said. So I'm guessing in some sort of their deal, they're not allowed to have women players in the park. I don't know how it works, bro. But that's an inside look for the first time ever. I don't even know if they were allowed to say that, but it was very interesting to me. So hope you guys enjoyed. Now, Mike Wang, the gameplay director. Every year, my favorite news is Mike Wang's tweets because he tells us about actual gameplay, whether it's true or not, because sometimes they're not true, Mike Wang. Anyway, I wanted to give you all a timeline of when we'll probably start seeing that news come out, because that's my favorite news every year. So last year, You Still Alive, he said barely on July 4th. That's when he finally opened up his Twitter from his Cancun vacation. If you guys don't know the joke, man, everyone says that like as soon as 2K comes out, the new game, he goes on vacation. Anyway, we have another one that says You Back July 23rd. He said almost, and then we're there. He said it's about to go down August 3rd. So I would say around early August is when we're going to see Mike Wang news. Now that's my favorite news, so hopefully we get that sooner this year. This guy said, have any signatures, blah blah blah, and he replied that's when he started going crazy, August 3rd. So it was August 3rd that we got it last year. Now look, check this out. I have something to tell you guys that's important. I mean, very important. So this tweet right here, it says NBA 2K23 Super Bundle ends August 31st. Last year, the 2K22 bundle expired the same day 2K23 dropped. So what does that mean? That means if by what he's saying is correct and 2K is following the same trend as last year, then NBA 2K24 should have a September 1st release date, which means NBA 2K24 is coming out earlier next year than it did last year. Now 2K has been doing this, I believe, almost every year. I'd have to look at the release dates, but they're going earlier and earlier very slightly. So I could see that definitely being true. So NBA 2K24 early, it's probably something that's going to happen. I mean, I see it definitely happening, especially after that tweet and looking at recent years. So that means that we're probably going to get Mike Wang news earlier, and we're probably going to have a sped up timeline because we've only got, if that's September 1st, we've got like 55 days, which I love and hate about the 2K news cycle. If you guys follow me on Twitter, I said that I love their news cycle and hate it at the same time because we know nothing about the game right now, but then once that news starts coming out, it starts flying out. So guys, remember, I got all the news right here. So click that bell right next to subscribe and select all notifications. That way, when that news comes out, it's going to be on this channel. You're going to see it right away. Anyway, we got more to talk about. So 2K last season gave out mascots for level 40. Well, this season, they're giving it out for level 30, and a lot of people are upset at that. I mean, I've seen a lot of people complaining in my last video about that, but not just that. They did something that I got to call out. I call out the good with 2K. I call out the bad. Now, of course, every time I call out the good, I get called, you're paid by 2K, you sold your soul, when 2K's never paid me a single dollar ever. Remember, do not buy 2K24 because of my videos. Buy the game at your own risk. But anyway, they gave it to level 30 this season, but not just that. They locked it. They locked the mascot. So let's say you hit level 40 last season with 2 days left and you were waiting until you got your paycheck to buy mascots. Well, you can't do that. You have to hit level 30 again this season to do it. Now, that's just one instance, of course, but like, that's crazy, bro. If you unlocked mascots last season, why do you have to hit level 30 again to buy some this season, bro? 2K is funny sometimes. They're actually really good at making money because that's going to, one, keep people on the game that want to sit there and get mascots again, and they're also going to make money by people buying the mascots. It's tough, man. It's tough. Now, I said it's all after the first year of Green or Miss. Basically, should 2K24 have that? And Grinding said, yeah, but without the different shot timing. So what do you guys think? This is the first year of 2K having Green or Miss in the game. Now, of course, I'm going to get comments. I already see people typing, but Badge, I see White's going in one time every game. No, okay, you know what I'm talking about, bro. You know what I'm talking about, okay? We don't have to do that. Now, what I'm saying is, do you guys think it should return? Because they tried to combat Zins, and it didn't combat Zins because Zins still work. We talked about this in the last video. It's not the Zin product that people were using in 2K21. It's a different one, and I'm not going to say the name because some of you guys are weird, okay? Some of you guys are weird, so I'm not going to say that. So what I'm trying to say is, Green or Miss, I don't care if they keep it or not, it's still going to be a good shooter. But the 5,000 different shot timings, like I said, has been my #1 gameplay complaint all year. They try to combat Zins. Zins are still in the game. They try to make it more realistic because in real life, you know, you have different shot timings and stuff. But because they did that, it actually made the game more unrealistic and RNG, which lowers the skill gap. You should never sit there and take 10 wide open standing shots at the same exact spot, and 5 of them are a different speed. That's the releases I'm talking about. I'm not saying that every single release should have the same release speed, okay? I'm definitely not saying that. I understand low stamina, things like that, but the very random ones that make no sense got to go. I mean, got to go. It is horribly painful when that happens. Anyway, someone said to a 2K employee, a long-time 2K employee, by the way, let me note that just so you guys know where this information is coming from. He said, bro, you can get someone at 2K, can you get someone at 2K to change these rec socks white at home? These black socks are annoying. He said, usually when something like that happens, it's a bug and it might be too dangerous to change. I don't know for sure, but in the past that has been the case. So once again, we're kind of getting inside knowledge from 2K employees, which I really like. I hope that this is some sort of trend where we're able to get more knowledge like this, but really a bug that can like mess up the game because of sock. Look, I'm not a developer, so that's what I'm just astonished by something like that could mess up the whole game. But is there not a way that they could save the current state of 2K, like what they have right now, then fix the socks, and then if it's messed up, they just go back to the current, you know, the state before that? I don't know. I don't make video games, but I think that's crazy, bro. So that might be your guys' answer for those of you that care about the socks and the rec, because you would actually be shocked that I see that comment quite a bit. throughout the year. Anyway, there was a huge discussion where lots of creators were talking about 2K and how they should do with their game, and it's called a space on Twitter. Basically, Uncle Demi was the host. I was in there talking for a little bit. You guys might have been in there. There were some big people in there. I'm Davis jumped in. I think Joe Knows was in there for a little bit. Anyway, under that, we had some discussion because someone came in there and said that, you know, 2K should make one game. They should make no current gen, or make the current gen. They said that current gen should be able to play the same game as next gen because some other games do that. Anyway, this is what Dazar said, a 2K employee. He said, saying Gen 4 and 5 have no real differences and you can make one game is crazy. Where do y'all get this from? And he said, you cannot make the same game. The next gen systems are superior in every way. So I guess some games are different because, correct me if I'm wrong, but there is some games where you can sit there and play with next gen players on the exact same game. Their graphics are dumbed down, of course, on current, I'm pretty sure, but that's from 2K right there. I mean, employee that's been there for I don't know how many years, okay, telling us that there's no way. So I understand that 2K is not going to just like not make last gen. Okay, we see now that they can definitely not make it the same game because 2K has still a large amount of people that play current gen. So imagine you're a company, right? And you're like, okay, screw 30%, 40% of our customers. I mean, that's insane amounts of millions of dollars for 2K if they just didn't make a last gen game. So gotta look at it from a business perspective. All right, so that is pretty much proof right there. This is 2K24 news all throughout the video, by the way, as you see, that we are going to get 2 games again. I mean, I already knew that. I told you guys before there was a 99% chance months ago. So just, you know, be ready when you hear it because that's what's going to happen. I know a lot of people really care about that. Now, Power said, I think the big innovation for 2K that could get everyone to switch to next gen is if they put crossplay on next gen. So I believe that is good. I do think that that would get some people to finally move over to next gen. I do understand some people don't have the money to buy a next gen console, and everyone's got life things going on in different perspectives, right? But I do believe that would incentivize some people to finally come over. Now, like I said, I don't think that crossplay is a game-saving addition. I do think it's very important. I said this in the last video, but it's not gonna make or break the game. Now, it's something that's huge that we definitely need because 2K is behind. But what I'm saying is some people have acted like if the game has crossplay, it's gonna be, oh, it's gonna be sunshine and rainbows and cookies. Like, no, that's not what it's going to be just because it has crossplay. First of all, the crossplay has to work, which 2K needs to make sure happens because that could be really bad. And also, the game could still be in a state where people complain about it and don't want to play it. Just because you're able to play with someone on another system isn't going to save the game. Anyway, we see from Double H, he said 2K really went from archetype builders to attribute builders. Archetypes have been gone. I can't remember the last time I looked at my opponent's build name. There's no point. It doesn't tell me anything. I miss when builds had a meaningful name attached to them with an identity, which is so true, bro. I miss that as well. Not necessarily the builder, because I don't really care what builder 2K does. Kinda, but like I miss that. I don't look at build names at all because it doesn't mean anything. I mean, it sometimes does, but it rarely does. Anyway, guys, the video is not over. Click this one to see more NBA 2K24 news. If you guys made it this far, I'm sure you will want to see this video as well. Like I said, man, I'm gonna have 2K24 news for you all year up until the game comes out. So click this video. I don't know why you're still listening, bro. Click this video. It's your boy Batch Plug, been plugged in, and I'm out. Peace.